Hey, I'm Nate. This is my channel, and I do car stuff. Bro, trying to film here. Overcrowded pond. That's it, I'm out.
I don't know what that guy's problem is.
Hey, what's up, car people? Thanks for checking out my channel. 2 videos ago, I showed you all the parts that I got for my interior update. The last video I did, I made a switch panel that has the switches for all my accessories and the controller for my minimalist Bluetooth stereo. I thought I could finish the VIP tray revamp and the stereo and switch panel install all in one video, but it was just way too long with 2 different subject matters. So I'm splitting it into 2. In this video, I'll be disassembling the VIP tray, trying to figure out where I can hide the amp for the stereo, and then wrapping the VIP tray. Will it come out the way I think it will? Will it be what I expected? And then part 3 I'll upload in a couple of days. That'll be the full switch panel and wiring install and the stereo install. So if you're into this, make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell, and then you'll know as soon as I come out with the last video that finishes it all up. Alright, so next is this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous about taking this apart to vinyl wrap it because when I put it together, I didn't really do it with the intention of ever taking it apart. Hopefully it comes apart without breaking. I honestly don't even remember how I put it together. Got eaten. So I got it all apart. Legally, I should probably say something along the lines of, if you're concerned about safety, or just in general, a car that you're going to drive on public roads, I would never advise you to take out the airbag. With that being said, this worked out pretty good. Alright, so now, to figure out how to get this little guy in here, and then still have room to put it all back together, is the question. It is a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be. I guess I should say it's more of a tight fit than I thought it was going to be. A much tighter fit. I'm pretty sure that when I put this together, there was ways that you were supposed to do things in order that things went together the best, and I have no idea what that is. The problem I'm running into is this. It's just a little bit wider. This isn't quite as deep as I thought it was going to be. These holes with these arrows, that's what hold in this backing plate. There's bolts that go through those and hold this in. Even if I like use one and share it, then it overlaps that one. There's just not really a good way to bolt it in. And then on the back feet, these humps back here, that is where it bolts into the car. So I can't drill a hole on those and put a bolt going down through that because it'll run into the other bolt coming from the other way. So now I'm brainstorming. While I think about the amp and where I'm going to put it, I'm going to vinyl wrap the VIP tray since I need to do that anyways. Thing that I'm running into is I definitely don't think that this is any sort of car vinyl. I think this is like legitimate fake kitchen countertop vinyl, and at least from what I've seen, car vinyl is kind of flimsy and you can push it into creases, but this stuff is thick. I kind of tried finding the crease where it would kind of sink in. I don't know if you can see that, where the chrome trim meets the wood. I kind of tried to push it in there. kit, it did come with a crevice tool, but it's too flimsy to even push this thick stuff down in there. So I just used my thumbnail and kind of made the crease so I know where it cut. Okay, so now I got the gist of it cut, but I'm just going to go through and try and clean up all the edges, just going for that look that's not crappy. If the vinyl doesn't wind up looking right or, lasting or anything like that, there is another way to get a marble look that I've seen that people actually use on countertop. I think you can get a kit and it's like a white base and then you drizzle paint through it and then it kind of melts in and it gives that marble grainy texture. So someday that might be something in the future. I kind of just thought if I could find a vinyl, then I could use it in other places. I could get more and use it in other places where I wanted it to match this stuff. Just so you guys can see, that isopropyl alcohol really did a number on this stain. I mean, this was flawless stain-wise when I started, and you can see it's got like that milky texture, and it's literally sticky. This is up by the mic. Here, can you hear it? Can you hear it? I really didn't think that the alcohol would eat into it like that, but proceed with caution. Overall, it's pretty good. I got a little bit off right there and kind of nicked too far into the wood, and I don't really know if there's a way that I can clean that up. Find a little bit of white touch-up paint or even like some whiteout or something just to make it blend a little bit more. Like I said, I'm going to be honest with anybody who watches my videos and show you where I mess up. All in all though, I mean, unless you're right up on it, you can't really see any flaws. It's about a 2-footer. There's the bottom tray. It looks pretty good. There's a spot right there where the razor got away from me, as you can see, and it definitely went in a little too far. There might be another spot where I see if maybe some white touch-up paint, maybe even like some white fingernail polish, maybe put a little blue tape right here and see if I can just get that brown spot white just to blend in a little bit more. The dash is right here, so that sits into the dash, so it might hardly be noticeable, but I'm just trying to get it as perfect as I can. Might see if I can trim a little bit more out of that corner there, but overall, I mean, it looks pretty sweet. Also, another thing I ran into, this is looking a little bit worse for wear. I don't know, I might pull the leather off and try something new. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with this. It was wrapped in the fake leather stuff, but with the thickness of the material and the VIP tray going in there, when I put it in, it was like a super tight fit, so pulling it out, it kind of mangled it all up. So I pulled it all off, cleaned off all the adhesive. That's why you see all the scrape marks just scraping off the adhesive. I thought about vinyl wrapping it the same marble, but I don't think it'll look as good. I think the marble running into black will look good, the contrasting of the colors. And I don't want this to be a focal point. I want the tray to be the focal point. So I do have some flat black vinyl. I might try wrapping this. The wrap came out pretty good, I think. I was kind of worried about these corners, and I used a little bit of heat from the heat gun and the squeegee, and I don't know what I'm doing. It doesn't feel like there's any extra slack in there. It looks like it's stuck all the way down in, which is good. And then I watched a YouTube video about how to like wrap a car. They showed on everything pulling it all the way around a corner. So that's just what I did on this. None of the edges look pretty. They're not supposed to. I just figured for it to be extra durable, I would wrap it all the way around the edge and then stick it to the backside. I think what I'm gonna do to kind of like finish off the edge and cover up inconsistencies in the cut of the metal or wrinkles in the wrap right on the edge, I got some of this edge trim for like door edges. You just get it from your auto parts store. It's a nice thing for any time that you're cutting some sort of material and it's really hard to get a perfect edge. Stuff like this can help kind of finish it off. So I think I'm gonna use that all the way around. Alright, so now the big question. Did the kitchen countertop vinyl work on the VIP tray? I would not call this a success. I like the way it looks. I love the way it looks. It's something different. I haven't honestly seen this yet, but after sitting in the Florida sun and humidity a couple of days, it's starting to lift all over the edges. This corner is the worst. It's doing it a little bit right here, and then right here is, hopefully you can see that on here, this whole edge is lifting up. It's like I said, it's not like car vinyl, where if it were car vinyl I would have taken the chrome off, wrapped it around the corner, and then rewrapped the chrome trim around. But this vinyl is thick and would never bend around that corner. So now I gotta try and figure out something else, sadly. I looked around a little bit. I found one company that sells some sort of 3M brand stuff, and I know 3M makes good stuff. I believe it's marble pattern printed on high quality 3M vinyl. Hopefully that would maybe be a route that I could go. And luckily I don't need much of it to do. I'm not doing a whole car, so pretty much like the smallest like sample size will probably be enough to do the job. Well guys, that's it for this one. Sorry about the kind of bummer of an ending, the fact that the vinyl didn't work out, but hey, that's just how stuff goes. Sometimes projects just don't work the first try, and I think almost every project has some sort of setback in it. If you're gonna do custom car stuff, if you're gonna make stuff, even if you're just installing parts that are supposed to be a direct fit, it almost always happens. And it happens to me, it happens to you, and it happens to your favorite YouTube car builder, insert name here. My reason for making videos on this channel is just to give you an honest car channel that shows you everything, so you see when it doesn't work out and you see when it does, and you get a real idea and a real picture of how things go. I want to try to inspire and motivate people to just do car stuff and to be different and to make stuff and to keep making stuff even after it doesn't work the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, whatever try, just to keep making stuff. Hey, thanks for watching. If you thought this video was cool, even though not everything worked out, or if you just appreciate the fact that I show you when not everything works out, hit the like button. And if you're into this kind of stuff, if you like this DIY stuff or just import car stuff in general, please subscribe. And if you want to know when I come out with new stuff or when I'm going to finish this whole interior project, then click the notification bell. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll see you later.
Put the place up. Put my face up.